Morning, everybody. I'm a little late making this video. It's almost 20 minutes to 11. But I watched all my people that I'm subscribed to, made comments, gave them a thumbs up. And, let's see, I was going to go take a picture, do some video out in the van, in the ambulance, but I didn't. I got a question. I'm thinking about going to Courtside, Arizona. That's about 1,100 miles from where I live. My son probably won't be able to go with me because he's got a job interview in Nevada. Got 3 of them, actually. And he wants me to go up there with him, but I just stay in a motel room. And I don't think I want to do that. And it's too cold to go see a bunch of stuff. So I talked to my daughter. She said she'd watch the place. Chris said, well, when his interviews were over, he would meet up with me in Courtside, Arizona. I thought that might be all right. I've been having a little trouble. I've had 2 strokes and a heart attack. I've been having a little trouble trying to, when I had the strokes, I had to learn how to read again, or learn how to walk again, learn how to express myself again, and that's one of the reasons I got on YouTube. I decided, making a video, this, that, and the other would help me. And it does. But I still have trouble connecting my brain with my thoughts, if that makes any sense. And other than that, I bought me a box of Whoppers about, 6 months ago, and I decided I might want to eat one of them. What else? Oh, I've got to go to the doctor tomorrow. My daughter said, now you need to get a clean bill of health if you're going to go. And see what he thinks. And tell him all your troubles you've been having. People don't realize how old I am. I'll be 90 my birthday. And that's in a few months. I put my mailing address on up at my About page along with my emailing address. So if you want to email me or send me a birthday card, my address is up there. Now, I'm still trying to monetize. I'll probably never get that done. But I'm going to take my dogs. My sister said, well, you're going to take all 4 of them? That's going to be a lot to take care of. I said, well, I'm going to buy me a pen that folds out, and then it's going to be at least 3 foot tall. And I'll take the dogs straightly from the van, or the ambulance, I don't know why I keep calling it a van, and put them right straight into the pen. I don't want to tie them up or put a lead, I do use a lead when I walk them, but I don't want to just take them out and tie them to a tree or tie them to something. I don't want to do that. And I don't like doing that. I ain't never done that. I ain't going to start it. But I do have leads in case I ever do want to do that. I've got a 25-foot lead that I walk them with. Gives them a little freedom. But I want to put the pin up so nothing can get to them. They won't stay out there at night. They stay inside with me during the night. But in the daytime, unless I'm really outside, isolated from cars and everywhere, way out in the middle of nowhere, then they stay in the pen, or they stay in the van, or they stay on the lead. They won't be running free because I don't want a coyote to eat them. But tell me what you guys think. I'm thinking it might be an alright deal. I got GPS. Now, I've made that Interstate 40 a bunch of times. So probably 50 times I went to California back when I was young. Because I'm sure the freeways have changed a little bit in 50, 60 years. I remember going on the old 66 highway, and a lot of that was washboards, sand and gravel, back during the Gallup and Grants, New Mexico. Yeah, back in the day, 2-lane highway, and it's barely about the size of a lane and a half. And you had pull-outs every once in a while, just pull up underneath the cactus tree. Back during the day, they didn't have no freeway. They barely had a road out there. And the first road was this old 66 highway. But I've been there a few times. I've been having a little trouble, getting my mind to work right. They don't call it, it ain't dementia or Alzheimer's. It's electrical connections. Now, sometimes I can read perfectly fine. Sometimes I cannot pronounce a word to save my life or pronounce it wrong. Or I can't read it at all. English is not my first language. I hate to say that. I was raised on an Amish farm. They don't talk very much English. Yeah, they talk a sort of a German slang. And I don't remember much of that anymore either. Jesus, I'm getting old. But when I left home at 10 years old, I had to learn English. So there you go. At least American English. Yeah, I want to call it that way, American English. I had to learn all the slang words, let's put it that way. Yeah, in different parts of the country, they're called a toe sack, a gunny sack, a burlap bag. I mean, you got to figure out what the hell are they talking about. Finally, I got to learn all that. I taught myself. But I'm thinking about doing that. Chris said, well, Dad, that'll take me about 2 weeks to get all that done up north, and then I'll just meet you out there. But he wanted me to wait until he comes back here and then go from here there. And I'm saying, Chris, in Nevada, that'd be northeastern Nevada. You just come straight down Nevada through Las Vegas, and you're pretty well there at courtside, in Arizona. And that'd be a lot less miles you'd have to travel. He said, but do you think you can make it from here to there? And I said, well, I got GPS. I mean, I'm not going to drive, but maybe 300 miles a day. That's about all I'm going to drive. And I won't get around to about 8 o'clock. Of course, I get up at about 5 or 6, but I'll get around about 8 o'clock and start out on the road, and then by 5 that afternoon, or 4:30, 5 o'clock, I'll be finding me a place. I don't care if it's a KOA or RV park or something, I have to rent a room. That's what I told him. I said, but the trouble is, when I rent a room, they don't let my dogs in, so I have to stay. They had to stay in the ambulance, just like, or he had to stay in that damn car. I don't like that at all. I mean, I got perfectly good bed and everything else in there. Just tell me what you think. Should I wait for Chris to go with me, or should I strike out on my own? Thinking about striking out on my own. I'm not an invalid yet. My doctor's got to give me a clean bill of health. That's guaranteed. My doctor said, if you don't get a clean bill of health, you ain't going nowhere. And wear your mask and wear your PPEs and all that good stuff. I said, well, when I pull up to a filling station, I just use my card, slap it in there, fill it up with diesel, and go on down the road. I don't talk to nobody. I mean, I don't go in either. I got bathroom and everything else inside, a bed, food, and everything else. Why should I go in there and try to get myself infected? But I got quite a few friends that are meeting up at courtside in the next month or couple of months, 3 months, I guess. It'll be rest of November, December, and January. About the middle of January, they'll probably start fanning out. And I thought I'd go out there. I got to go to the doctor, which is to Monday, 16th. Chris has got to go to the doctor the 30th. So he don't even get to take off to his up north till after the 30th. But I don't have to come back till the 30th of December. Yeah. And he's got to come back the 30th of December anyway. He's got to go to the doctor. Due to his medical conditions every month like I do. So, different reasons. But I've got to tell the doctor I've been having a little bit of trouble pronouncing words and this, that, and the other. He said, well, when I had my stroke, the first one wasn't too bad. The second one was horrible. I had to learn how to walk again, learn how to talk again, know how to do a whole bunch of things again. And then I had a heart attack right after that last stroke, so I was pretty well nursing home bound. But I fought my way through it and got back on my feet, and I don't like to be treated like an invalid. And my daughter takes over my finances anymore. We all should know how that worked out. She's doing a pretty good job. And my daughter said, well, son, Dad, why don't you get one of your great grandkids to go with you? They're teenagers or whatever. I said, really? I want to put up with a damn teenager? My grandkids could go. They're in the 20s and 30s, late 30s, maybe middle 30s and late 20s. But, let's see, they're older than that. Hell, I don't know how they are. I ain't taking my griping kids. They're in their 60s. They're getting ready for retirement. Except Chris, like I said, he's the baby. He's middle 50s or something like that. But like I said, he's got some job interviews. And I'm just getting bored of sitting here at the house. And I watched all my people this morning. I didn't watch any news. I'm got tired of the C word. I got tired of the the election crap and all that other crap. I got tired of all that crap. I ain't watching no news for a while. Watch the weather instead. But a friend of mine was up there, and she's up there in northern Nevada, and said the smoke and stuff is bad up there. I'm wondering how courtside is. I'll have to check with some friends out there and see that maybe they got a handle on them Los Angeles fires and stuff, because I can't stand the smoke. I'll have to take my oxygen machine as it is, and I don't want to be breathing smoke. I couldn't breathe. That's why we had to leave Nevada and Montana and Wyoming and Idaho because of the smoke. I couldn't breathe, and so we had to get out of there. But tell me what you think. I do like, and if anybody else is going to courtside that I watch or that subscribes to my channel, I'm just thinking about doing it. Went out there 100 years ago. Of course, I lived out there pretty close to Slab City, but it was an Air Force base then. That's how old I am. It was a damn military Air Force base. I lived in Westmoreland and Brawley, right around in that area, on the other side of the Salton Sea, which would be the west side of Salton Sea versus the east side of the Salton Sea. Yeah, back in the day. Of course, that's back when the 66 highway went through. And it wasn't blacktop all the way anyway. Parts of it was gravel and dirt around Gallup and Grants, New Mexico. Well, I want to take your advice to heed, and so give me some. I do want to thank everybody that tunes into my channel. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe again. And I really love your comments. Take care and have a great day. Like I said, be kind to one another. It's all you got. It's human race. Take care.